Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. Today I'm taking a look at the Week 1 Monday Night Football matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to be giving a preview of that game. But before that topic, comment down below what's your score prediction for this game. Let's see how we match up. I'm going to give my answer throughout and at the end. But like I said, comment down below and we'll see who's right at the end. Getting straight into it though, Baltimore at Las Vegas. It's going to be a good game, first Monday Night Football game of the year. It could be Lions and Texans, and I think everyone would love to watch it. But this one got stardom, Lamar Jackson and the Raiders that are going to be fighting on the grit of their teeth to make a playoff spot this year and a playoff push this year. I'm excited to see it, but getting into it, looking at the matchup, going down the list, quarterback comparison, I'm going to give it to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's the top 6, top 7, top 5 quarterback, wherever you got him. And Derek Carr, no disrespect to him, he's on the brink of being top 10, but Lamar is just in a whole nother level. He's got an MVP. Backfield, run game. If you look at a pure running back, I would technically today take Josh Jacobs over Gus Edwards. I would. But if you told me whose run game I'm rolling with as a whole, I would give it to the Ravens. You know, I like Josh Jacobs. I like Kenyon Drake. Derek Carr's not a mobile quarterback, but he can move if needed. But Lamar's a 1,000-yard rusher the past 2 years. And Gus Edwards, he's not the reason I'm picking this. I'm picking that backfield in Baltimore because of Lamar. I'm not one of those people that's saying Lamar's a running back. Lamar isn't a quarterback. I'm just saying you guys know what he brings to the table, and therefore that run game is probably better than the Raiders. Looking at the O-line, if it's healthy, I'm rolling with the Ravens. Ronnie Stanley, Kevin Zeitler, someone between the tackle position hopefully pans out to help out Stanley, whether it be Alejandro Villanueva or Juwan James. And the Raiders, they're not awful, but I don't like them losing Ronnie Hudson, but keeping Richie Incognito, reaching on Alex Leatherwood. Just going to have to roll the Ravens on that one. Coaching staff, like John Gruden, but John Harbaugh's a probably top 6, top 7, top 5 head coach in the league. Wherever you got him, he's definitely top 10. Just where amongst that top 10 is he? And receiving room, neither of them are spectacular. You know, Raiders do have Darren Waller, who's probably the 3rd best tight end in the league, but you could argue that Mark Andrews is the 4th best. And yes, I would agree there's a tier gap there. But outside of that, Hollywood Brown, Rashad Bateman, Sammy Watkins is probably a better supporting cast than Henry Ruggs, unproven Brian Edwards, and Hunter Renfrow. Neither are spectacular, okay? I'm not making it seem like this is a landslide. It's really 50-50, pick your poison here. I'm not even saying the Ravens are better. I'm just saying this is such a toss-up, pick your poison, and Rashad Bateman probably missing a bit. Might lean towards the Raiders, but this is a tough one that I'm just going to let you guys choose who has a better receiving matchup. Looking at the defense, I just made a video on the Raiders yesterday looking at their defense, and you couldn't imagine the amount of Raiders fans that cried about it, okay? I mean, Raiders fans, I've realized as someone who's biased fan base, you're always convinced you're going to win the Super Bowl and always walk through the division. That's not the case, all right? There's talent on that team. You know, I like the 2 edge rushers, and Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue. Both those guys could possibly get 10 plus sacks, you know, and then in the interior, Gerald McCoy, Solomon Thomas, Littleton in the linebacker position. They also have Carl Nassib. There's some talent in that front 4, front 7 area, but you could argue the Ravens have a little more. You know, they did lose Yannick Ngakoue to Las Vegas, and they did lose Matt Judon, but they still got Calais Campbell, Brandon Williams, Derek Wolfe. They added Justin Houston. They added Jason Away. They had Patrick Queen. It's tough for me. I would probably lean towards Baltimore, but again, it's just we're going to have to see how some of these new guys for both teams pan out to really determine that matchup. But I would personally lean Baltimore just because I just think they have more talent on paper. Again, the Raiders have a couple question marks that can pan out, but it's a 50-50 one for me. Looking at the secondary, this isn't even close. Baltimore's got the best or second best secondary in the league. Marlon Humphrey, Jimmy Smith, Marcus Peters. That's an amazing cornerback trio, whatever you want to call it. Devon Young, Deshaun Elliott. There's some good players in that secondary. And then the Raiders, you might have some talent in Jonathan Abrams, Devon Moore, Casey Hayward, but it's no Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters sounds by any means. So if you can't tell by the Raiders shirt, by the Raiders one-sided comparison, I'm not a by the Ravens shirt, by the Ravens one-sided comparison, and I'm not a Ravens fan. I love to be unbiased. I'm a Bucks fan, and I'm doing a Ravens-Raiders video. But with that being said, I'm still going to be honest, and I honestly think the Ravens are going to win, whether it be in Las Vegas or not, whether it be a week 1 where anything can happen or not. If you told me to put my own money on the line, I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, they outbeat them in everything. They had a much better season last year. You could argue their offseason a little bit better. Raiders fans, I know you're going to cry about it. I know you think you're going to win the Super Bowl. I know you think you're going to win this game, but it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I made it, like I said, a video yesterday. There's some specs of talent. They added KJ Wright, but there's a lot of reaches on that Raiders team. Alex Leatherwood, they kind of reached out for. Gerald McCoy, Solomon Thomas, KJ Wright, Casey Hayward. They're just expecting these guys who are kind of, I want to say, busts, or these guys that are way past their primes to really step up and show that they have it all. And it's worked out before. The Bucks are ancient as could be, and it's worked out, but this is just still not the same situation. And the Ravens are up and coming. Ravens could go on to make a Super Bowl run, in my opinion, this year, and the Raiders are just not in that bubble, and therefore that comparison alone lets me know I'm rolling with the Ravens in week 1. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a competitive game. I think it'll be a fun game. I don't think it'll be a blowout 35-0, but I do think it could be a dominant game in the sense that it's close scoring, but you could just have a sense and a feeling throughout the game that the Ravens got this. They're controlling the game. It might be only a 1-score game or a 10-point game or a 3-point game, but you just feel a sense that the Ravens are really controlling the pace, the clock, and the dominance of the game. But you guys tell me, maybe there's a player, maybe there's a coach, a stat, statistic, anything that I'm not thinking of between this matchup that could change my opinion. No, I'm not going to say this is happening only, but this is my opinion today. But if you guys got the right comment, the opinion, the take down below, like I said, I'm open-minded, I'm unbiased to really change my mind. If you guys got something that could convince me, so make sure you drop it down below. And of course, give me your score prediction, like I said in the beginning of the video. And where's my score prediction? I would personally say 30-24 is in my mind for this Ravens game. I think both teams will come out pretty hot in week 1. I'm excited to see it. Also, if you're looking to make some money on this game or just in this NFL weekend in general for week 1, go to thrivefantasy.com. Link will be down below. Use code 2MW, all capitals, and it'll match your first deposit up to $100. There's some free bets in there. Also, if you just want to get your feet wet, just looking to see what it is, like I said, there's some free bets in there. Check it out. As always, of course, thank you for watching, guys. 2 in the morning.